Are we back? Alright, if the internet drops one more time, I guess that's it. I'll just be done for the day. Which is super lame. But sometimes that's the way of the world, isn't it? Nah, it's my stupid internet is dropping for some reason. I don't know why. But it's doing it! It's a poppy poopy. I'm sorry, I don't know why. It's doing it. It's annoying. Alright, we'll give it a go. Is there much to do here? I mean, I know there's lots to do here, I guess. Chocobo races and all that such. Would you guys prefer us to hang out here, or... Ooh, lightning mask. I guess we can explore it a bit. Do you want to wear a lightning mask, my friend? Oh, that's a real lightning. Let's put it on this guy. Woohoo! Oh, he looked good at that horn. He looks good in a lot of things. Wonder how Harrison Ford's new movie Call of the Wild? Really? No. No, I haven't heard of it. Harrison Ford looks like he doesn't really like being in movies. He just kind of does it because he thinks, well, I better go out there and make a movie and get a bit of money going or something. I don't know what to do. Why can't I put an adornment on this guy? You shall look like lightning. There we go. Oh, light. I'm going on an adventure in the woods with a dog. Oh, and then the dog's gonna be in peril. Dog. He's in a dog. It's such a cheap plot device.
Everyone hungers for entertainment. That is why we're currently expanding the casino as requested by our patrons. When construction is finished, a new and exciting adventure will unfold before our very eyes.
This guy's creepy.
Will you be the hero, or will that be someone else?
I don't know, me, I guess. This music sounds like, I don't know, it's like from a sitcom in the 70s or 80s.
There are many enjoyable ways to save up your coins for fantastic. Some like to groom chocobos and watch them. Some of our wonderful prize.
Maybe I got a... Should be a ton-ton. A tom-tom. Ah. Ah. Chocobo races.
Welcome to the Chocobo races. I see you have a way with animals. Do you have a you need to register. You can win.
You have to register your chocobo.
Welcome to the...
You race the chocobos? Yeah, that's fine. Nice. It's a shuffle. Take your lead and keep it. Stay with the leading pack and go up from halfway. Stay behind the lead pack or take halfway. Conserve stamina, sprint for the win. Okay. Oh, you have to bet on them. So I don't have anything I can bet. Oh, crap! Can I? Oh, I can't get out of here now that I've done it.
May the goddess smile upon you.
Whoa. Oh, I can do the boosting. I think. No? Yes? No. I don't think I'm doing anything. It's a slow chocobo. What are you doing on the outside lane, you idiot? It's not a very aggressive chocobo. Not very confident. Last place. Alright. Well, nowhere to go but up. Lame chocobo. That was an incredibly dramatic head dive.
Every game is a gamble. I hope you come back for another challenge soon.
Press X the instant the race begins to perform a sprinting stat. Pressing X during the race will deplete the boost. Oh, you can do that. Okay. 3 and 4. Oh. Okay. You can do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, this game is pretty whacked up. It's funny, my memory of it is that this was probably my favorite. Because it had the same combat system of 13, but I remember liking the story a lot more. I wonder if that'll change as we get later on with the more dramatic moments. The dramatic moments are just like so few and far between. I know that Lena thinks that this is more focused and paced. And then Prince was saying he found the beginning half of Final Fantasy 13 so boring to play. Which is true. It really can be. It's pretty slow. Is anyone there in the chat still? Are we done? What's up? Ink's there. Ink, you gonna check out Disco Elysium? Narrative RPG detective. It looks awesome. I might want to play that.
I'm here to assist you. Do you have any questions on how to...
I need to get chips
You'll
and
need
stuff.
to purchase casino coin.
Where do you buy those? I'm trying to get a good look at these ladies. They're not letting me. Hello, there you go. That's a nice little cat butt. What do they look like? There's no, like, first-person mode. Do you all have the same face? Not really. The sliders have moved around a bit. Oh, she's very short.
Don't get too greedy.
I love the thrill of betting.
Oh, yeah.
Good day and welcome. Oh,
If we did, I don't remember. So what is this?
well, my friend, we stand far above the dull reality of...
Is it almost like...
If that's what you took from my word.
If that's what you would like, then okay.
Welcome! This is in order to play the games at the casino. Once you've won yourself more, stop by.
Yeah, I'll buy some bloody coins. Sure. No. Just that much. You can just buy the
May
prizes.
you be blessed by the god.
Alright. Play a little game.
Why do I keep winning like this?
Why, hello there. Is our selection to your liking? I didn't mean to pressure you into choosing something. We're all friends here, you know. As long as you have money, of course.
Not very subtle, are you?
I just tell it like it is. Would you rather I lie to you? Some free advice. Stick with what you're comfortable with, and you won't regret a thing. But it doesn't hurt to experiment a little. Try a few different things.
Wow. She really seems like she's in some shady casino. I like the writing for her.
Whoops.
Okay, well, how do you play the bloody games then?
Stubborn machine.
The machines have good days and bad. Talk to me if you want to know. That machine's on.
How do you actually play?
Aren't the cards?
Sometimes I'm gonna see what it's like to
Oh, okay, you just go
What
up
you
and...
need to do.
No.
It's
I don't-
all about skill.
I don't know how you actually play the games.
Why me? Was I smiling again?
Am I insane?
I'm on a roll!
I hope this works.
I love the thrill.
Time stands still.
Okay, maybe, what, do I have to play with her?
Greetings, and what can I do for you today?
Maybe I need to go play outside.
Thank you.
I see.
I mean, there's always like green dots and stuff.
Easy.
Only the goddess knows my.
I don't know. I bought some coins, and it looks like there's a bunch of machines in there, but it also looks like I can't play anything. Pretty confusing. Like everything in this bloody game. Whatever. Take me back to the Historia Crux. Yeah, that was something. Oh shit, we're going back to Serendipity? I don't want to go here. It moved it onto the Yashas Massif. Then it left. A bunch of crap. Barely understood the first game. Yeah, I mean, I was actually talking to somebody, like, commenting on the video with the final episode, where there's, like, the Fang and Vanille stuff, where Fang turns into Ragnarok and then starts attacking Vanille. And we were trying to figure out that. And this person gave me a pretty big explanation of everything that was happening, and then at the end goes, yeah, I still don't know why she wanted to attack Vanille. And we think it's because maybe Fragments 1 of 5, 2 gates, Russia Ruins, Archetypal Steep, no gate, Fear Unknown. So where the hell do you go? Back to the Void Beyond? This game is so confusing. There's that one, and there's this one. Fragments 1 of 5. There's a gate I haven't unlocked. Maybe I should go to the... Not Serendipity, but the other thing. The... What is it? That tower. Why don't I have the tower? There we go. Oh, there's the tower. These are locked. This is so confusing. It makes little sense. Alright. Final Fantasy XIII-2. After the Ripeness. Because that thing is called the Royal Ripeness. If you went to Part 2 after Brescia, expect a longer fight. Battle against Royal Ripeness. I guess I just need like a Final Fantasy XIII-2 walkthrough, I guess. And go through there. Fine. Go step by step, day by day. Cookies. Time in motion, the promised eternity. Oh, Jesus. Prologue. Oh my god, I gotta click through all these bloody things. Alright, here's the table of contents seems like incredibly... I'm gonna go to Game Facts. It's only like 4 parts. Seems a bit strange. Old school fact with text art. Where are we here? Brescia Ruins? Academic rank monster professor? What is this crap? Adamantite ring, rhodium ring. These are all these different items, I guess. I should do a search. Type in royal. There you go, royal ripeness. Okay. Paradox ending, Chocolina's shop. Jesus, this is pretty in-depth. Colosseum, yeah, we go there. Revisiting Moogle Throw, Brescia Ruins. This is probably this is to get pathos, jewels, extra stuff. Swords, crystals. Werba. The Arcalite Steep. Jesus. Maybe I went to that too early. No, because I had to fight the fairy deal. Feral, yeah. I had to fight that. Here we go. Sunlift Waterscape. Void Beyond. Potent Ship. Okay. Academia 4... Oh, what? We're supposed to have locked Academia 400F from the Void Beyond. Oh, you know what? I think that's the problem then. We need to go back to the Void Beyond. To the last place that was unlocked. Why can't I go there? Why? Why can't I go to a locked location now? Oh, it's locked. Weird. Super confusing. This location is locked. Cannot go here. Where's the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Brescia Ruins, Yashas, Werba.
Time and...
Year unknown. Maybe we should go here? Does that mean we haven't been there before? No, because we got 7 fragments out of it. This is insane. Oh my god, like who even comes up with this pathing for this stuff? Oh, Academia 400F. Why wasn't this in the alternate view? Oh, crazy. This is so crazy. Alright, we're going to the right place now. Jesus. So that other view, which I thought would make it simpler, doesn't. Boom, 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 boom. It's insane.
The power to influence the future. The power to alter destiny. Such an ability may, if one was not careful, change a person's fate for the worse.
Oh, I remember this place. You're running up and down stairs.
Such power was never meant for mortal man. There are none who possess the wisdom to wield it. Sarah, you must seek out your own answers as you waver at the edge of despair.
Wow. How do you build something like this?
With a lot of
A little bit
glue.
of time, I guess. It probably took a lot of people working together over decades, maybe even centuries, to make this city what it is now.
People working
They had
together.
a vision for the future, and it grew from there, huh? You know what, Sarah? I used to think the only way to make a better future was to change something right away, in the here and now. But creating something for people to build on? That's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah, you're really figuring it out, Noel.
Right? Even if it can't be completed in one lifetime, it's still worth starting. If you believe that someone in the next generation will take up the same ideal, then the dream lives on.
Well, there you go. That's why you have kids.
That
Your
sounds
kids
like
take on your
Hope's
ideal.
way.
I wish she could have seen it.
Yule, you mean? She's very special to you, isn't she?
She was, but I couldn't protect her. Oh,
Oh, we're gonna get sniped. Oh, monsters. No. No. Great. Look, this place totally changed his mind.
who did this?
Not a human. Only Fal'Cie have this.
Fal'Cie did it. I'm a real threat facer. Pretty neat music. Yeah. Well, these guys died pretty fast. Hit them with a few rab spells, they go down real fast.
We gotta stop it.
What are we gonna stop, Noel? No. Probably a good place to level up. Whack. Just whack these guys off and... Oof. Basically start out staggered. Set these guys on fire. Oh, they reach everything. Even the rain should be melting these guys. Timefall. Are we getting a lot of sea people? What are we getting for this? 3 points. Oh, boo! We are getting items, though. Can you get up here? Examine it. It's like Dance Dance Revolution.
Now things are going our way, Kubo.
Who are we fighting? This woman? Rules. Only Fal'Cie could do this. In a time paradox. They must have found a rift through time and accessed the portal. Talk to Yule. Turn people into crystal and the sea. They're using time to... Oh, I get it. They're using time against us. Oh, I get it. It's like they've taken time in a bottle and drank it and pooped it out everywhere. And it was a really liquidy poop, and that's why it's raining. Oh, I get it. That's what's happening. It's my big pet peeve when you... Especially in Kingdom Hearts. There's just insanity happening everywhere, and the characters are constantly going, oh, I get it. And then they say something insane.
All sections of academia on high alert.
What threat? I hope they're not talking about us.
The bots must see us as intruders.
Threat level Sigma.
We should look for a way to slip through.
This terminal's on. Shall we do some snooping?
Snoop away. We can't fight back if we don't know what we're facing.
No, we cannot.
Stand by for instruction.
The defense system's out of control. You find yourself trapped inside a limited air. Defeat the security bots, guard the glowing barricades, and skip the lockdown. There's only one path. You got a map. Okay. Alright, we need to go over there. Find out what's going on. Are you ready for a maze? People who didn't like linear games, get
Who's
ready.
closing things off?
I don't think it is a who. This is all the work of machines.
I'm working on restoring the network. The database is being flooded with corrupt information.
Corrupt information? Is that a side effect of the paradox?
That's the current theory. At this rate, it won't be long before the entire...
Is there anything?
There is. The paradox seems to be spreading from our top. If we can replace this section with the correct...
And we...
Yes, you can. What we need is data from places that someone has physically visited.
Okay. Just whack. We're back, but if it drops one more time, then I'll just call it for today and we'll be back tomorrow. Chocoboko Froco Rocorina. Murder. These guys are so easy to murder. Who's doing all that damage? He's doing 268s. What's he doing? 300? Cool. Yeah. Death. Prince. I've been back for like 51 minutes. Blood and pain.
They're taking up position in front of the wall.
Then kill them. Kill them all. We dare not go against the Jedi. Kill them. Kill them. Okay. They must be dead by now. Yeah, my internet's still going wonky. Up and down, up and down. I don't know. Might be because Stella's on the Wi-Fi and her phone is trying to back up a bunch of photos. Could be. I don't know. Hard to say. If I need to go into my router and try to put on the proper settings, so like so the upload is basically like 98% reserved for my computer. That'd be cool if I could figure that out. Because I know if I leave the Wi-Fi on my phone, it just starts uploading photos like crazy, I guess. It's doing something, and it kills my stream. So I don't think Stella's uploading anything or doing like a live stream on her Instagram. But it's probably just backing up photos. Jabba-dabba, jabba-daboo.
Let's get back to it.
Da-da-da-da-da. Wacko!
Take this. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. When did she say that? Thanks, buddy. Good. She's setting a clear delineation. Good, buddy. You're in the friend zone, Noel. I mean, I guess because he probably thinks he needs to repopulate the human race. He wants to take Sarah back to his time. And make babies. Then you'd have to be inbred. You know? Oh no. This guy's tough. Yeah, give me that faith. The faith is strong, but you need it too. The Worlds of the Fallacy looks very sci-fi. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
It looks sort of like Star Wars, Phantom Menace. Fencer. What can we do to this guy? Anything? Yeah. Oh yeah, we can really kill him. You're gonna feel the pain, buddy. I felt like this guy was a boss because I couldn't strike him. Or her. He's a bit feminine, isn't it? Z. Now you're dead. You're dead. Wasted more time buffing up and just murdering.
Down, more to go.
Whee! Throws the sword away, catches a mogul. You got a potent engine for that. For your trouble.
Lockdown status lifted.
What do you got for me? Chips or bolts? You got a Mark of the Lassie. Wow. What the hell? I lost control of her. She ran away from me. Uh-oh.
Not this way.
More of this?
Oh my god. And this is how it ends. With a gangbang.
I think we're trapped.
A ghoul bang. You ever see those shows where they're surrounded so they tie a belt on them so they stay back to back? I always thought that was so limiting. But they did it anyway, didn't they? You're a real jerk.
This should do it.
You grew up. Oh, he's dead. Attacks him, he's the real trouble. Chippa-boom, chippa-ba-ba-ba-boom, chippa-ba-ba-ba-boom. Sweet. Oh, I didn't have to do that side mission.
All right, we give up. We won't fight anymore, so why don't you show yourself?
It's snow. It's squall. Oh,
Caius.
way better.
Pretend to capitulate and buy yourself time. It's not a bad strategy.
Not the bad.
You've got no reason to fight me, Caius.
Wrong. You are the enemy. You are contradictions in the timeline. I have every reason to eliminate you. 200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Towers and forbidden
music is
histories?
so good.
What's he talking about? Could it be something from the future?
Could it be this?
Could be.
What are they talking about? What could
Maybe
it be?
at some point we travel 200 years before this time and encounter Caius there. But I don't plan on letting him kill us.
There is no mistake. You are one and the same. A distortion, a contradiction.
Caius, this isn't like you. If we're in your way, why not just stop us yourself?
A fitting sacrifice was required for you to comprehend your transgressions. To that end, I enlisted some assistance.
Sarah!
Right.
Oh man, this story is why? What is with the guy who wrote this? Why does everything have to be so bloody complicated? Oh, maybe at one point in the past we traveled 200 years in the future to fight Caius and we're a paradox and a contradiction. Oh, is that why? Yeah, that's why. That's why. That's exactly why. We'll just ruin these guys down. Oh, cool. There's going to be an alarm sound the whole time? Nice. Oh, I thought this was going to be a really tough battle, and I wasted that super buff. Good job. You know, like this. Good job. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, sweet. 4 crystal gen points.
Space-time stability at risk. Exterminating academia citizenry.
Okay.
Kill me? But why? Why would you do that?
The Coons Fasu were like that too. Wouldn't think twice about sacrificing human life.
Pretty sweet we get those out of the Caius thing. She always goes for the poison. Never works. Yeah. God, I feel like we're super overpowered. Oh well. It's nice to get through this part faster.
Look at these people. This is happening because of us.
And we're the only ones who can save them. We can't stop now. It's just what Caius would want.
Try disaster. God, there's so many little details, eh? The little visual things. Those halos that go over their head every time they do, every time they swap. So check them out. Woo. So much visual stuff to look at. Woo.
It's our future.
Kill everyone. Oh my god. What's that thing? Deliver your explored maps? Who cares? Guys. Alright, go straight and to the right.
Your very existence poisons the timeline and invites disaster.
He really is convinced we're the cause of this paradox, huh?
Vermin, if this tragedy is to come to an end, no trace of you can remain in this reality.
Okay, fine, let's fight.
Caius, we gotta catch him and make him talk.
Take it easy.
Maybe he's right. Mask on. It's good, man. Enjoy that mask. Let it flow within your skin. Let the oils be taken away and replenished. Finish a time paradox on your bloody face. Let time slow down. Why don't we attack the little guy first? Yeah. There you go. Murder it. Oh no, hurry! Can I bust this guy up? You're dead. You're dead, boy! Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Jesus. You can switch paradigms while they're casting, y'all. Like this. But sometimes it interrupts them. See, like there, it stopped them from doing their deal. Which I don't like to do. See, look, okay, she's casting, I'm switching. There, she stops it. You know? Oh boy. I mean, 13 did have some sort of like boring moments because you were constantly unlocking everything, but at least it was a little more clear. And I think it focused on the people more than just... I can't believe I'm saying that, but this actually has maybe even more of that crazy lore. You know? 13 felt like real people dealing with something crazy. This feels like anime characters being crazy. Switching like that is handy for defense. Interesting. Oh, remember that cool thing in Mass Effect? What was it 1 or 2 where you're chasing that person around that futuristic place? You're chasing like chasing an assassin or something, right? That was awesome.
You mean go back 200 years and look for this tower? Okay, let's find a gate and figure it out.
Hey, do you think there could be a gate on the far side?
And Caius smashed the bridge to block our path? If he thinks that's gonna stop us, he can think again.
Think again, Caius. 13-2 has more lore. Oh god. It's too much for me. I guess go to the right or go straight. Yeah. It's more, the way they deal with it is more like Kingdom Hearts-ish, where they're just sort of, the characters are really concerned with the lore and figuring things out. Do you think it's because of the time paradox? But then every once in a while, the Caius and Yule stuff, or like the Noel and Sarah, no, oh my god, Sarah and Snow stuff comes in, and it's actually interesting. And then Lightning will narrate it with some crazy gobbledygook. People need to know that going backwards is the same as going forwards. Mass Effect, I don't know about a guy saying let's bang, maybe. Mass Effect is all about... Mass Effect is like Star Trek / Star Wars. Probably more Star Trek. Lots of dialogue choices. Pretty fun strategic first-person or third-person shooting combat. RPG leveling up. Exploring different areas. Great overall story arc. Lots of little great side quests in between. It's a really, really amazing trilogy. I say amazing a lot, but it's one of the best. One of the best trilogies ever made in gaming. Especially of the modern era. Of its generation. It was one of, it's like probably the pinnacle of gaming. The pinnacle of that generation. Of what you could do with that technology. Although, I mean, you were doing stuff like that on the PS... No, not the PS2, but you're doing that stuff on the Xbox One. Because you had Knights of the Old Republic. But the real-time combat was pretty interesting. Especially when you picked... there's like a shotgun... It was a sci-fi game with magic powers, which is just so up my alley. Oh, I loved it. And then they ruined it with Andromeda. Because EA are a bunch of dicks. But yeah, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 are totally worth going back to. Oh, the music is so good too. Oh my gosh. So much great writing. I think Mass Effect 1 and 3 are my favorites. 2 is the one that people usually like the most, and I loved it the first time I played it. Second time I played it, it's a bit more boring. But that could be an unfair comparison because I've only played... because 1 and 3 I've only played once, and 2 I've played twice. So maybe the other ones would be way less interesting if I played them the second time. But it felt like there were some really great stories and writing, very mature writing. And yeah, there's a lot of like romance you can do with it, romance choices, that kind of stuff. Which at the time was pretty industry leading. And then everybody pooped on the ending in Mass Effect 3 thinking that they didn't get enough of their choices because the choices carry through when you save the game to the next game. But it's just people whining. So many bloody whiners about everything. Like the Half-Life stuff. Like, you know, Valve doesn't owe you that. They're trying to sell stuff. And when Half-Life 2 came out and was like a Steam exclusive, people didn't like that. And now, when a game comes out and it's not on Steam, people don't like that.
Let's get back to it.
So, just don't buy it then. But I want the ending. I need it. I need the ending. No, you don't. Here's the thing. You don't need it. play something else. No! They owe it to us. They don't care. Maybe they do care enough to try to make something interesting in VR. We'll see how good they do it in VR. That's the part that I'm really interested about. Epic doesn't have a shopping cart. Let's see where that's coming from. Yeah. I need to have cloud saves so I can play on 10 computers. I need my cloud saves. Oh, it's not. Do you? Do you really need cloud saves? Also, they're going to make a lot more money, so they're going to be more successful making it too. I mean, that percentage that Steam takes is huge, and they're basically a monopoly. There's GOG, but you know, some other stuff. But they're like the biggest players in town, and they take the most money. So maybe it'll help Steam bring down their prices, which I doubt, but it could. Game's expansive. The store was missing a bunch of basic features. Like that's what I was saying. Yeah, they're missing cloud saves. Okay. That'll affect a few people. Pretty small amount. And maybe you can still like move your save physically or put it on a USB drive or something. I had to do that, a USB drive, to get my save from one PS3 to the other. And it was a little bit annoying, but it eventually worked. I had to format the stupid USB drive properly. I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem on PC. I guess you just go into the game files. Yeah, Steam is cluttered. Steam is like Spotify, where you want to... this is a lot of enemies. Like in Spotify, I always want to click on the 3 dots and look at the artist page and look at all of their albums. And the first 4 options you get have nothing to do with that. Because Spotify doesn't want you to look at the album and the artist. They want you to branch off and listen to a bunch of different artists. Which is good for other artists, but if I just want to listen to Radiohead and want to see their albums, they make that so... You have to take the most steps to do something that I think real music lovers actually want it for. They don't care. Like, they're obviously trying... And that's the same thing with Steam. Steam's trying to push you to the store all the time. Doesn't help that it's perpetually buggy. Which one's buggy? Epic or Steam? I find with Steam, every time I load it up, it takes forever to load, and it's doing some update. Like, slows down my computer. Can't remove the bugs in the Steam updates? Oh my god. So this wrestling game, WWE 2K20, came out, and it's apparently a dumpster fire because 2K... One of the developers left, and they put Visual Concepts onto it, who doesn't have much experience with this engine. Yuke's left. That's it. Yuke's left. And it's like one of the most buggy games of any time. And I was listening to this wrestling podcast, and they were saying, they're like, oh yeah, people were saying there's a bug. These guys never play the games. They're podcasters. They're old guy podcasters. And they're like, and one guy, he knows so little about it. He's like, don't worry, they said they got a patch, so that bug is gone. Like, it's not one bug, it's everything. The game is, it's a catastrophe. It's hilarious. No bugs with Epic, but you don't use it for anything but the engine. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be back, and we can do some more chatting about games. Once I kill this Taksim. Kill him! Give him the old nail gun. Bing bong, bing bong, boom. Whack him. Stretch him. Woo! 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 Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Da da da. Da 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 da. South on toilets, go! Yeah! Hello. Where's my bloody mouse? Give me that mouse! Alright. Alright. Yeah.
No, look! Now he's over there!
Damn it. What's his deal? Is he goading?
What's his deal? Frostpunk got updated. Oh, you think you can finally play it? Why? You're gonna play it on your Linux? Frostpunk looks awesome. I'd love to play Frostpunk. I'd love to play Disco Elysium. I'd love to play Ring Fit Adventure. Let's see if I can do that. I think for Ring Fit Adventure, I guess I need to move my couch and kind of set up my camera a bit differently. Because I need, you need the camera to see it, it's going up, and move to my room, and if I'm moving around like crazy, let's see. Spread it out. They tend to heal the same person. Yeah, sounds good. More spread out. But it's worth looking into. I could get a lav mic. That was always harder for me to plug in the lav mic because it's like a little headphone jack. But I didn't know how to put that into my... I just noticed it never worked. But I have some new equipment now that I could probably run it through. That might make it work. So, no, could be real fun. Give me that little jump start to get exercising. You know? I think my body responds pretty fast to exercise. I just have... It's really pathetic how little I've been exercising in the last couple of years. Pathetic. There's Caius. Hey, Caius. Oh, you disappeared. You jerk butt. Game had an issue with overscan on a lot of TVs. Screen cut off right with the numbers of how much stuff you have loaded. Oh, God. On a TV? What system are you playing it on? You playing it on console? Are you running your PC on a... No, because if you're running your PC, then you could have just made the window smaller. Ran it in windowed mode. Wow. These battles are pretty boring. But it looks cool. Kind of looks like Blade Runner. I like that. My mom sent me a picture of an owl. She calls it Henry. I'm going to tell her Henry the Hooter. Right? Henry the Hooter. No, not Rooter. Hooter. Stupid bloody Hooter. Oh my God. Come on, murder these guys. Smash and dash, baby. Yeah, playing it on PS4. I have not played my Switch much. Be nice to get, well, I guess the Ring Fit Adventure would be a reason to play it. Maybe I can play a bit of Breath of the Wild at night. It'll be the most productive game for me to play it at night. A game that I would like to have an opinion on that I haven't played yet. Something new. Maybe like, there was a story game I was going to play. What's that one called? Where they go to an island? Yeah, the review I saw a couple of reviews that said it's actually a surprisingly good game. You have to run, you have to do squats, you have to do yoga poses. You're like, you're in Adventureland. You have to remember combos and stuff. That's kind of cool. How about a cool rhythm game? I'd like a rhythm game like that. I guess I'd be like Dance Dance Revolution would be that, eh?
No.
I'd probably really like those. I should get a DDR mat. I really should. That could be cool. Do some sweet dances. And then learn how to dance. Because that's how people dance, right? They jump around and put their feet down. Remember when that was in so many movies? Anytime there'd be like a montage of people dating? I think it's when an actor's like, oh, by the way, I'm good at Dance Dance Revolution. Want to put that in the movie? Sure, it's a movie about World War II, but okay. Let's see how that goes. Okay. That's my Woody the Woodpecker laugh. He's a psychopath, Woody the Woodpecker. I mean, he jams his head into trees. He's a psycho. Oh, yeah! Was making small talk with somebody today. I didn't really want to talk to them, but it was a social setting. She was talking to people, so she wasn't directly talking to me, I guess, but she was talking to somebody next to me. It was a social circle. And I responded to her story and shared one of my own to relate to her. She goes, and then looks away. She gives me the looks away to her friend. The millisecond she looked away, I turned around and walked away and left. It's like, you think I'm sitting here trying to talk to you? I don't want to talk to you. I'm talking to you. I'm doing you a favor. I'm engaging with your story that you started with. Who do you think you are? To give me the look away, like I'm hitting on you or something? Ugh. Really pissed me off. You know, I'm just sitting there. I mean, and that's the thing is that I didn't start the conversation. She did. And then she wanted it to be over. Fine. You're boring anyway. Couldn't believe it. You never really like DDI. The only thing you do in DDI is put your feet in an arrow button. You're not actually dancing. That's true. Well, it's kind of like, remember those old books that show you how to dance? And they have the footsteps? Wearing the dress shoes. You put your foot here, and you walk all around, you walk up in here, and you go all around. It's kind of like that. There was a song I really wanted to hear. I was trying to think of it. Some game that had a really beautiful, nice, chill, quiet sound. These battles are so boring. Same enemies. You're not staggering them, you're just whacking them off. See, Final Fantasy XIII was really good about putting in, especially near the end, big bosses. You know, like just boss rushes. And then all the other enemies you could just run past. It's better. You know what's a cool game for the PC? Blade Runner. And it didn't have Harrison Ford. Different character. They probably asked Harrison Ford and he was such a cranky jerk about it. They're like, whatever. We'll make a new character. We don't need you. We don't need you at all. Go away. Oh, wait, I actually want to do it now. Nope, too late. And it was supposed to be like a detective, almost like a point-and-click adventure game, but set in the Blade Runner world. There's Caius. What a tricky dicky. Yeah. And but it's supposed to be where it's like real time. So as it's happening, like other detectives are solving cases and things are happening. Pretty neat game. Pretty surprising, especially because that time, like late 90s, there were like a movie license for a game was usually when they were going to be terrible. All through the NES, they were terrible because they were made by LGN. And then you had the Super Nintendo 16-bit era. They were a little better, but they were always just side scrollers. And you started having some better Star Wars games and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I just was instantly gone. Fine by me. Talk to somebody else. I never want to force that stuff. It either works with people or it doesn't. There's a chemistry thing. I kind of got the gist right away. She showed us something, and then a guy asked her a question about it. And it was the way she answered him was like she didn't feel like she needed to answer. It's like she was getting a bit defensive about the question. And he was just making a simple question about something she told us. I don't want to give any away specifics because it's somebody in my village, and I don't know, maybe they listened. I really doubt they're watching the show, but their kid could be watching. Who knows? Which I also really, really doubt during school. But you never know. It's a small town. It's a small village, you know. Oh my god, I was just drinking my coffee and this like white glob came into my mouth, but it was just it was a bit of foam. What if I... Oh god. Whoa, you see that guy just turned into that thing? That was pretty cool. This part sucks. It's fun to talk over though. It's so easy. so easy, it's true. Rock the cradle of love. Rock the cradle of love. Yes, the cradle of love. Don't rock easy, it's true. Hate lives in a small town by Voltaire. No. Is it a good song? Wind slash. Boom slash. Normal. They're a really cool design, those guys. Beautiful design. Whoa. Guys, wounded. I just heard like a real kind of crackle wacko sound. Maybe that might have been Stella above me. I thought it'd be way louder if they're above me, stomping and whomping around, but it's not too bad. It really isn't, you know? They're kind of ruining Kai's song by making me listen to it over and over again with these jabronis. These aren't even the real pepperonis. These are just like pepperettes. You don't deserve this song. Taksim, Ghoul, and whatever that last thing was. You're nothing! Smart one, Moog.
I'm willing to take that risk.
It's a good song, but it does call out the worst of the negatives about small towns. There's a cool band from around here called Cleopatra. They're a rock duo, you know, drums and guitar. They got a song called like Hometown or something. It's pretty cool. They come from a really crappy little town that didn't even have places for people to play music shows. What was I gonna do? I was gonna change to this one. Whee!
We need to find out what he's up to.
It isn't for the enemies. It's for the entire situation in the city. True, but 95% of my time is spent in battle with these guys. So it becomes about that. Even if that wasn't what it was for. Oh. Better start getting these up nice. Commando bonus. Woo! What would you like? I like I guess an ATB gauge is pretty nice, right? Veal. Do you like veal? Keep it. Oh, launch. Launch is nice, although Noel already has it, so we don't really need it. She's a badass saboteur. Rays would be handy. Somebody to have that. There you go. 10 for you. Frost Strike could be nice. Whoa! Another bonus. Oh. Not enough. Smite's cool. What would you like? What would you like? It's an ATB gauge. There you go, Aurora. Awawa. Bye, waka 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 waka. Thanks for joining, man. Have fun there in Ireland. Better cure would be nice. There we go. Thanks for joining, my friend. Whoa, Kurija. That's cool. Another ATB? Oh no, sure. Med bonus. Being able to heal is pretty useful. Here we go. Buff it up. Nice. That's good. Never seem to use him. He's at 118. What's the other guy at? 168. Oh, he's a monster. He's a real monster. I guess I could infuse him. Could I take this guy and infuse him? So take my... Okay. So I could give him this one. Yeah. So I can take blue. What's Fear Siphon? Slightly charge ATP gauge upon attacking a staggered target. I think having ice would be nice too. Unless he starts healing people that are icy. With your endless lust for more wood. I don't know what that's from. Why would I say that? A game that has wood? Was I playing Settlers of Catan? Or was I trying to be funny? Probably. I was probably trying to be funny. Yes. There you go. Now we can have fire and stuff. This is actually going to be super useful. Anyone who has, like, you know, wind or something. It needs different, From Death Stranding? Really? I said that from Death Stranding? Your endless lust for more wood. God, why would I say that? That's strange. Strange boy sometimes. Could probably buff up that commando. I do like that the combat is so open that I can play the game differently than I did before. You know, buffs, debuffs, all this stuff. It's cool. God, I love Death Stranding. Wish I was playing that right now. I could totally, like, when we finish this up, I could hop back into that and play for an hour. I just love it. Such a beautiful pace. And it's not too slow, like, you know how slow Red Dead is? Red Dead forces you to be slow. It's, like, really cool. Yeah, well, Death Stranding is a very contemplative game, but things still move at a nice speed. It doesn't have to be super slow. No upsy. How do you like that, juice berries? Oh yes, they're so powerful. I like how emotive that robot is over there. He's like, yes! That's what he was like. And then what was he like? Oh, he was like this. Alright, what can you infuse this freak with? Doesn't really have anything cool. Attack ATB charge, that could be nice. He has no roll abilities. He has no roll abilities. Has no roll abilities. I wouldn't have minded, like, resist poison, resist fire. Yeah. Is that the rain doing that? It's like a like crackling noise is happening. Something's vibrating. Oh, there it is. Whoa, it's a lot of people. DS also doesn't only have you walk around because of the balance. Yeah, exactly. It's not just the walking. But you're constantly planning. You could fight. You could run, you could hide. But lots of thinking. It's a real sim game. Like, there's a lot of games that say walking sim, and what they really mean is it's like, well, you're just walking. But when I'm talking like a walking sim, this game's more like a trucker sim. The real sense of it. Like, you actually are thinking about how you're walking, and they've gamified it in a pretty cool way. DS doesn't mean Dark Souls anymore. Yeah, true. Good point. I'm hearing some horrible crackling coming from the speaker. Which is really weird because the speaker's not on. Pretty strange. Oh, maybe the game's still sending data to it, though. Data. Maybe the TV's still sending audio. Well, I plugged in some speakers so I could have some friends over and we could watch that Star Wars thing. Nail gun! Bam, 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 bam! Sometimes I just want to do a nail gun. Even though it's at a stupid time to do it. Yeah, you smack that guy. No, don't do poison. Do D-shell. Idiot. Yeah, now we murder. Oh, I think she has raised now. That's occasional stuff. Crazy. My speakers that are not powered on are making a crackling noise. Why? When I was in my older studio, I used to get this weird crackling sound that would come through it'd come through like my game speakers, it'd come through my microphone, it'd come through everything. It's totally odd. Caius, is that you? You fooled me again, Caius. You fooled me again. He's so smart. This thing looks like a Gundam. Actually, that person who was rude to me today, she did have a tutu on her dog, but she put the tutu up high, kind of like a joker, like a court. Whack him! Whack him! Put him in a box. Lustful wood. Starting to get a little annoying. Here! Here! I bought these speakers for $3 at the thrift store. The computer speakers with a big ass sub. They're not too bad. They're not as good as the other ones I have that I probably also bought for nothing. It's my favorite thing to buy at a thrift store is computer speakers. Because you can get them for like $5-10, and they sound usually really good. Or you could spend like $150 or $200 on a sound bar. A sound bar? It's Bluetooth. Everything needs to be Bluetooth. First person mode? Cool. Oh, we're gonna fight more enemies? Oh, cool. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, it's these guys again. Nice, I know how to fight them. Why? Oh, they look up the attack there. 5 ATB bars already. Are we almost done the game? Are we getting near the end? This guy not taking any damage. Because he's immune to lightning, you idiot. That's the issue with using unannounced acronyms. Thrift store clothes. Seems really cool to find hidden gems. Oh my god. I've got this amazing winter jacket. It's like, it's kind of like a pea coat, but not as long. It's cream colored, and it's got like fur lining, and these big buttons. It looks like something a mobster boss would wear for Christmas. I love it. Stella thinks it's getting ratty. Yeah, it's not getting ratty. And she thinks it can be a bit, you can look a bit overdressed sometimes, but it's warm. It looks really, really slick. I love it. I just feel really good in it. So that's Asuna! That's all Asuna. And Kura. The powers that be. Cerberus. That's T-T-I-W-U-U-A. IK. He's immune to lots of things.
This should do it. Now, get him.
Stagger. 11 Bolt. There's a name somebody wrote down. Your parents typically head to the upper class districts of the nearby towns to find the best clothes. Extra clothing. Oh yeah. Some areas have much better suited higher quality items in their shops. That's the deal. Yeah, you go to a thrift store in a place where fashionable rich people are that give away their clothes to thrift stores.
Another pack.
And get some amazing stuff. Yeah, Yule. Yule always reminds me of that actress Anna Faris.
Get away from her!
You know, she used to be married to Chris Pratt before he became a superstar. There we go. Why is it acting like this is a boss? It's not. Is it? Maybe.
Sorry.
Kind of acting like it. The music is different. Just flying around. It seems to have a big weakness, so I bet its weaknesses are going to change. Your parents go to rock shows all the time and have a strategy for the best thrift store shopping? I like your parents. They're like, yeah, I know, everybody likes my parents. I like them more than me. My parents are also make amazing video games. The first time they tried. They're the best. Get him! Hit him with the magic. You're going down. Blizzard? How dare you? Hit him with the wind. Cocktail, cockatoo. Cockatoo. Vaporized. Yule, are you there? Anna Faris?
Are you okay? No!
Jeez Louise.
No!
There we go. Here's a real boss. Wrong. That was the wrong one to use. Yeah, she kind of has that, like, maybe slightly nerdy, jerky, geeky thing about her. She has that vibe. You love this boss? Cool. Thank you. Something interesting is about to happen. Zenobia! Look at it pulsing. Oh my god. He's immune to it all, isn't he? Whatever, look at our chain bonus up. He's absorbing some of that stuff. Birdie, birdie, birdie! Birdie! That's my cat's name. Birdie, birdie, birdie! I say that all the time. So, this guy immune to everything? He's immune to magic and physical. So what about this? Can I hit him with this stuff? Thunder! Block, 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 block. Well, what's going on then? Well, what do? Oh, God. Target the tentacles. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Didn't even bloody think about that. I'm being a fool. Let's start the battle over. Before the last battle from the last save area. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared of what to do. Yes. Tentacles. Wash up the face mask. When you press mute on this TV, it leaves up a toonie-sized, a large coin-sized mute symbol on the bottom right. Yeah, that's what you want to look at while you're watching TV. What's wrong with you, TV? That's what you get when you buy a Hisense TV and not a Sony. You must defeat more tentacles. You bloody fools. One more for you. That's good. Now I can get him. Oh, now he's immune. He doesn't have his fantastical scales to help him out. I wonder if I should have let him do his attack and then done that. But then you can't have your people attack while he's doing that, so I don't know. Can I launch him? Can he be launched? He cannot be launched. Maybe we should pop his stagger up. Oh yeah. Because we're still doing 1300, 1300, 900. Maybe one more round of that. And switch. There we go. We're still doing 3000. What are we doing now? Is that 20? No, it's only 2500. We were doing more like this. Okay. No. No. Physical's halved. Command at least gives you that bonus. Gross. Smite or Scourge. Oh, he doesn't like this. Kill those tentacles. You gotta heal yourself. This is fun. How about we buff up a little bit, huh? Yeah. That's nice stuff. This I love. I don't think I'm ever going to get that guy out of my party. That is so good. I mean, I think it gives you like a health boost too. But all those buffs, that's insane. Can I trust you guys to attack the tentacles? Can I? Hopefully. I guess I could have switched to Noel. Alright, enough of this. Holy crap. That's a lot of tentacles. Oh, he's like a different form now. Interesting. Yeah. But I just have that Flanator super heal. But then I'd have to get rid of a Ravager or a Synergist or Commando, and I just cannot do it. It's a tough choice. Can't have it all. Ya can't have it all. Like you could in Final Fantasy XIII. Maybe another reason to like that. You get that Stegobar up. You get it up high and you love it. You're dead now. Jeez, this seems like it's going even faster. Whoa. He's toast. Down you go, boy.
You will...
No, look out!
Uh-oh. Wow, that could have been wrong. But you might be into that kind of stuff. This is a fun way to end the cutscenes. The battles. Never heard music like this before.
You'll why?
I saw death. If I were to live, it would bring contradiction to the timeline.
But why?
She just told
Because
you.
of us. Just like Kaya said, we're causing a paradox to occur. Because of that, Yul has to... She has to...
Caius is not here.
You mean he's not here in the city?
Yul, hold on, please!
No, I am not the Yul you once knew. But thank you.
For the love of Metro, don't thank me.
See, that's interesting. Them dealing with the consequences of their actions, right?
An artifact from
Cool.
Yul.
She's showing us the way.
Yeah.
Gopo.
She show us the way. The way of the warrior is the way. She's showing us a paradoxical time warp rift into the void. Whoa, there's your CP.
The gate is up there, Kupo.
Claudio, you're absolutely right. Actually, I think they're both black mages. Let's have a look. She's wearing a white mage. You're right there. Noel's wearing a black mage. Excellent guess, Claudio. This whole thing. Use the tower artifact to activate the gate to stop the flow of time. Yeah. They're really messing things up, these two.
Yul saw everything, you realize that? She knew exactly what would happen today. There was never a time she didn't.
But even so, she didn't try to avoid her fate.
It's the law of the Farseers. Seers must not change history to save themselves. Because if they do, they can doom thousands of others to a worse fate instead. How about it? Ready for the truth?
The law of the Farseers. It's a terrible thing to live by. Because to obey it means someone has to sacrifice themselves. Lightning, tell me, is there no way for us to save everybody? Noel and I are traveling through these gates because we believe we can change our fate. But even as we do, I can't forget what Yul said. She said Caius isn't in this city. But if that's true, who was it that we met here?
But I still love all the Yule stuff. The Yule stuff is, I think, is the best thing they did in this. Yule and Caius, her sacrifice, all that stuff. Augusta Tower, are you ready? Are you ready for Augusta Tower? Augusta Tower, 200 AF. Boom boom bum bum bop 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 bop. I'm trying to find a good. There we go. I want to find good chords for the Yule theme. I'd like to sing that. Kaboom! Kaboom! Kaboom!
Yule wanted us to come here.
The gates link places and eras that are connected somehow. Do you remember the forbidden history? The one Caius was talking about? I'll bet we'll find some clues here.
Yeah, and I like
200 years
I like more of the
ago,
characters
you
in
learned the
13. I like that there are more
history,
characters.
and we're entombed in that tower as a consequence.
Could this be the tower?
Probably is.
First off, we need to find out exactly where we are.
Time to gather some info. And there's a terminal right here.
Guys, you look so much more impactful than the whole mess I found. Yeah.
Emergency lockdown.
Let me guess. We just got locked in this room.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's check the computer.
Yeah, the Kai's Fuel thing is really amazing. Like, you know, Paradox, Schmaradox. I love seeing how somebody's personally affected by it. That's what I love. Hello? And I also I find this game really confusing with like artifacts, gates, time paradox. I often don't know where to go in this game. I get really lost. But yeah, I like the battle system and stuff. But I miss all the different characters, especially for the combat too. Alright, what do we do after okay, Final Fantasy XIII-2. Whoopsie, I put Final Fantasy 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Walkthrough. The GameFAQs walkthrough, which is harder to find things, but loads way faster. It's just a big text file. I like that. That's the one I'll use. The smallest one. Not an in-depth one. Just a regular general would be good. Okay. Void Beyond, Sunlith Waterscape, optional. Serendipity, Academia. August Tower 300, August Tower 200. Do I need to go back to the 300? This is 200. Examine the terminals until you get a scene. You can now leave the room. So I think I just needed to go back. You know, like, you examine both terminals, and then there's no clue for you to keep examining them. Yeah. But yeah, the Yule stuff where she dies. Sarah and them realizing that they're at fault. Pretty powerful. Snow having to disappear. I love all that stuff. One of us. Wish I could direct all the heat from my computer right out to my feet. Okay. Maybe we needed to press more buttons on the computer. No, you can't do that anymore. buttons on the computer. There you go. More buttons, more computers. It's the only one colored, you idiot.
Paradox detected. Thank you for accessing the Academy. Welcome to the Academy. The Proto-Fal'C project was begun in XIII-AF under the direction of the Academy. The objective was to develop an artificial Fal'C in order to re-levitate Cocoon. The project was proposed and designed by Alyssa Zidell and directed by Hope Estheim.
We know them.
Do you realize what this means? The Academia Fal'C must have been built by
He
Home.
needed the power to float Cocoon.
Vanille and Fang. He did it all for them.
But then Caius took control of the artificial Fal'C. And now we need to find out why.
Outer perimeter now accessible.
We're free
You
to leave the
personally
room
find
now,
the
right?
Fal'C stuff more interesting than Caius and Yule, since the rest has more to do with the big picture. That's true. Caius and Yule do just kind of come out of nowhere. And all of a sudden you have Sarah and you got Noel to think about, and you're like, what? Who are you guys? And then they kind of disappear for 13-3, right? So yeah, if you were engaged in the story for all the like Etro orphan stuff, well then that stuff kind of gets abandoned here. This game feels like a total sidestep. But since I didn't care about that orphan Etro crap anyway, well, maybe that is kind of why I feel like a lot of this game feels like fluff.
Is it just me, or can you see all these people around us as well?
Yeah, I can see them. Why did you think I couldn't?
It's just that they have no presence. Like they're not alive.
That's true.
I know what you mean.
But she didn't talk or really do much in 13, other than a few cutscenes with Snow. So I never really felt like I got to know her until this game. I'm very, very curious how I'm gonna like Lightning Returns though, because there's a lot of dicking around in that game too. Examine the terminals.
Thank you for welcome.
Alarm. Slab it.
Thank you for welcome.
We didn't have to fight anybody. Weird, then they disappear. It doesn't even give me a choice to come out of that. Oh, she also has a hood. Paradox. This looks like a giant shoe. You can jump right through your computer.
Thank you for welcome. Welcome.
I don't really understand what I did there. Bum, bum, bum,
Was
bum,
that us?
bum, bum.
From before? This machine can show different eras.
He might have been watching us from here the whole time.
Do you mean Caius?
If that's who he really was, the Caius we met in Academia seemed different to me.
Why? Like, why do we need multiple
I don't think he was
Caiuses?
the real Caius.
How could
No?
you tell?
We used to spend a lot of time together. We were both guardians. Warriors who were charged with protecting the Cirrus, although I was young back then, just starting out. Anyway, he took off, left me and Yule on our own. I couldn't protect her, not by myself. Then, when it was just me left, a portal appeared. I went through it, and next thing I knew, I was in Valhalla.
You met them there, didn't you? My sister, and Caius.
I don't know why I keep running into him wherever I go. But I do know he wouldn't sacrifice the Cirrus. It's not in him.
Why does it
There's
make
no
sense?
way he'd allow Yule to come to harm.
Well, we've got to find him.
It's not gonna work.
Yule brought us here, and we have to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again. It's so frustrating.
What's wrong?
I'm missing some of my memories. I'm trying to think about what happened after Caius left us, but I can't remember how Yule died. But I remember her face. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Ooh, cutscene? From another time? Oh, no.
All areas now accessible.
That's nice. All areas now accessible. Wonderful. You got a map of the tower. Map of the tower. These people, it's like they're not here. They're holograms. You mean social time distortions? There's Caius. Just strolling through the office.
That was
Like he's a
Caius,
secret
right?
boss.
So he is here.
And I don't mean boss of the
See the real
game. I mean
Caius.
like boss that he works here. Bum 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 bum. I got an artifact. Wee. Touch it with your hand. Don't cry.
Go, Mog.
Don't scream. It makes me sad.
There he is. Now.
What's he doing? Oh yeah, he's got the same
have to be
boots as,
careful.
as
This could be a
Noel's got.
trap.
Top piece.
There must be some way we can get it.
There must be a button we can
Why
push.
don't we just try the switch?
The circuits are tangled with another age, Kupo.
It's being jammed by a paradox.
Maybe we can fix it with a key from another time.
Kupo!
Just a sec. If a key from another time is all we need, don't we already have one?
I already have one. Yes! Thank God.
She does look like Alyssa, but it can't be her. Let's find out for sure.
Alyssa. The hell?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. She doesn't know who we are.
She's a robot.
I guess
with a
she's not
great
Alyssa
butt.
after all. Alyssa?
We used to know a girl who looked like you. But that was a long time ago now.
My apologies. I must recalibrate my previous greeting. It appears that you are acquainted with the original.
Original?
I am a duplicate of the Alyssa Zidell entity. My design is based on her biophysical data.
Goodbye. Bum, 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 bum.
She's a machine.
A fabricated life form. Or a living machine. The semantics are irrelevant.
Double triple quintuple
Are all the people who work here the same as you, Alyssa?
Yes, everyone is a duplicate, an artificial life form.
Already been here. An artificial duplicate. That's interesting. Chocoboko, Loco, Moko, Hoko, Yoko Ono. You go get it, Mog.
Come on, Mog.
You jerk. Go get it! Whoops. That's great. I guess I'll just go get it myself. 15-2 has more fun stuff like this, whereas 13 is much more one-tone. Yeah, I guess I prefer that more one-tone. I like it when it's consistent. This is a bit more of a... This is like when you show someone your favorite show and it's a weird episode. And you say, it's
Alyssa,
not normally like this.
You haven't had any other visitors recently, have you? Like someone called Caius, for example.
The Caius entity came through recently, accompanied by a green-eyed girl. They were proceeding to the top of the tower.
Yule as well? Why is she here?
They've come to tell us a secret. There's treasure here.
I've got it. They're here to look for some kind of treasure. There must be all kinds of stuff in this tower.
I think they've got more important things to do.
I love that you can pick an intentionally stupid answer, and they treat you like it was a dumb answer. That was my favorite thing about Tales of the Borderlands. They treat dumb answers as
If anyone
such.
knows the secrets of this tower, it'll be Caius. If it means resolving the paradox, we have to talk to him.
We make the first move. Sounds good to me. Let's get our future back.
Alyssa, will you take us to the
They
top
do a really
floor?
good job of making her seem
Of course.
like a robot.
This way.
You know, her facial expressions and her body language.
If a person is created artificially, do they still have a spirit?
They say spirit is a gift from the goddess.
I think it's getting a little hot in here, don't you? Time to chill out a little. This actually looks pretty suited. Space-time. Let's have them in red. That's nice.
We're studying contradictions, with the freedom to make mistakes and the will to start over.
Bye,
And we
Noel.
owe all that to our spirit?
This way, please.
Bye, Noel. Do we have to fight her now?
What's happening?
Is this a
I
paradox?
must kill you.
Go see what's happening. What is this? No.
Help!
Oh, yeah. This is like the battle in the elevator in Metal Gear Solid 1. Snake, the elevator won't go up. It says there's 5 people on there with you. Must kill. Pretty strong. Do they have a soul like Aegis in Persona 3? That is a question, and that I don't know. I would say no. Unless they have a duplicate of the soul. What is a soul like? I'd say no, because no one has a soul. part of the song. Yeah, vigilance.
Hey! Do it! Let's do this!
Kill these freaks first. Such a good song. Here comes a low note. Nope, not yet.
Sorry.
Gesundheit, thank you.
Your turn.
This word. It's pretty interesting that Snow actually coined the phrase "Heroes Never Die," and that's become one of the most well-known phrases out of gaming because of Overwatch. But it's from here. Pretty incredible. I find the battle's way easier in this game. The bosses, anyway. We haven't had anything like the bosses we ran into in 13. We've had a couple challenging ones.
What the
Not
hell
that was a boss.
This was an effect of the paradox. You just witnessed an event that took place on this spot 187 years ago.
Wait a minute. So, you're saying the real Hope and Alyssa were
Murdered?
Yes, after the tower was completed. During the Proto-Fal'Cie development project, the artificial intelligence and humans came into conflict.
The artificial intelligence killed them? Because they were in the way?
I'm afraid so.
Just like you. This would be such a good setup for a real boss battle, not just another one of these wank fests. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? It's the same battle we just did. I think this is where you can see that the budget was cut.
This'll show you.
Could have a really cool boss here. Better fight this guy. That's a great show. Oh, what's the true thing? Oh, that's the duplicates. This is a build up to the boss? Okay. This is a build up. You could have had a little mini boss building up to the big boss, maybe. You know? A lot of cool Latin grooves and bass lines. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna fight. What's her name? Scandroid is going to die. I know he's not dead yet. Crazy jam. This song. God, what a nice release from the tension of that first section of the song. Which they call A section and a B section. Alright. Discretion. Sabotage. Do you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep protect spells? Yes, you do. Why, yes, you do. D-shell. The D-shell. And we see that magic yet. Yes. Now, you will die. Should I wait a whole week to watch Star Wars Mandalorian with friends, or just watch it on my own? Or we could stream it, watch it in the evening sometime. My cat's trying to get in. I'm trying to teach her not to try to get into that door, because I'm not always going to be down the window. That'd be better for her to go around.
Hope and the others were killed in this tower. And then, after they were dead, the AI took control of the Academy.
A broken fal'Cie was created by a broken artificial intelligence. Humans were betrayed, and then they were wiped out.
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus show.
And the duplicates were mechanical puppets that were built to hide what happened.
More of these. Yeah, it's a Disney Plus show. Looks pretty good, too. But I'd like to watch with my friends. But I'd also like to watch it, so I can chat with people that have watched it. About it. Woo! Or maybe stream it on... We could stream it on, like, Twitch. Couldn't stream it on YouTube. We could stream it on Twitch. Have, like, a little watch party. In the evening, maybe. Could be alright. But we're never really on in the evening, so... Whoops. So I don't know what... Maybe there wouldn't be much of a point to that, right? So, it's so far out of our time slot. It was just an idea. Whee! Yeah, whack 'em. Those numbers are huge. I don't know what I didn't like about the UI in this one compared to 13. I guess it looked like thicker and not as appetizing. It didn't make me hungry. No, I'm all about it. What happens with triple commando on this guy? 400, 400, 8,000. What's that? It's only 20 attacks. Kill him like this. Don't even need to stagger the boy. Oh yeah. Oh. Spark Storm. Spark Storm. You did. You did, big feller. Now, more of the story. Sounds like the music is tapping out.
You two have seen it now. You've seen the forbidden history. People who know too much have to be buried.
That's a pretty interesting contrast, like her laissez-faire attitude
moving.
Mixed with like the cold, detached,
Looks like they
murderous
closed the
logic
door on us.
of AI. Yeah.
Well, now we've seen the forbidden history. Does that mean we're stuck here for good?
200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Do you remember what Kaya said? In his memory, the next thing that happens is... We die.
That's why he acted the way he did. As far as he was concerned, we were supposed to be dead. He saw us 200 years later, assumed it was a paradox, and tried to get rid of us.
But there's a way out. If we can survive now instead of dying, that will automatically change history. We can save the future.
If we survive and not die.
Alyssa and Hope's fate are in our hands. It's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job of having her emote. Pretty cool.
This is more just an elevator malfunction. We've been sucked into the paradox.
Uh-huh. There's something strange going on with the system.
All we can do is try to fix it, and not get our own wires crossed in the process.
Okay. More puzzles. That thing makes great sounds. You'll be okay. Yeah, this music is nice. Okay.
Awesome!
Whoa, those things are fast. Look at those little Wolverine hands. Looks like he gets great television reception with those fingers. You can tame these ones? Or do they become a commando? Yes. Commando. That's a fun way to incentivize fights. Is that you're collecting, new monsters. Pretty cool. Blood guard. I see it on the map. This is the way to go, go, go. Whee. Wrong. See you later, Orion. Ow. Crap. I needed to move the other one. You had to fight a bunch of behemoths? Oh, you got your sexy behemoth guy and his big jean and short shorts. Here! It's like the same enemies. Always reminds me of playing Mario 64 and that younger person saying, I need more characters. Because we're just fighting Goombas over and over and over again. And yeah, you're right. I've just never heard it said like that. But I guess that was a limitation of the N64 at the time. We just didn't have enough memory for a lot of different enemies. The only sad thing is that in battle he doesn't have a standing mode. Ah, he's hunched over. He didn't need to stand up and show off his nice jeans. Regroup. Regroup. Nice bow shot, baby. Whoa. Oh, I got Orion. I got that commando. Masters of Orion, one of my favorite games of all time. The first one and the second one. Amazing 4X strategy games. 130 in 1860. Or 140 in 1500. But this guy's maxed, so this guy's better. He's better. Oh, yeah. Can I buff him up? You sure can. Oh, he's a powerhouse. He's a real powerhouse. Which guy? Your behemoth or this guy? We will try it. They do this so much better. I used to dread changing one character in Final Fantasy XIII because you had to change everything over again. That's so lame. There we go. Let's get twice the health, too. Oh. Powerhouse! You're a behemoth, I see. Guess I should buff them all up. Sarah, I'm going to inject some points into you. Are you happy with that? Ooh, Frost Strike. How about Gale Strike? I don't know what Fear Siphon does. I mean, you probably want to get your commando up. Having a couple smites is always nice. I don't know what Fear Siphon does. What's that do? Oh, well. What's that level 5 thing? Just her Sentinel, which I rarely ever use. Gave her more health, though. And a boost. Cool. That was a worthwhile one. Good suggestion there, Princey Boy. But it costs $460 every time. It costs $460 every time. These ones, I think the Ravager stuff is really important. You need to have elemental control. You gotta have it. Can't be attacking people with the wrong stuff. Ravager bonus. Yeah, baby. Oh! Strumming my pain. I guess these guys have different things, like a commander with high magic, that kind of stuff. A Ravager with high strength for like lots of different abilities. But I never have that same, like deciding between Saz and Hope and Vanille and Fang. That was really fun. I probably used to do that, but now I'm playing a little more min-maxy. Playing a little more loosey-goosey with how to level them up. Let's see. What do you need to level up? Oh, crap. I forgot what they were. I wish I knew. What is he? Is he a robot? Or is he, Oh, he's... Yeah, he's biological. Well, let's buff him up. Chocoboco Frocolina. Chocobocolina, where are you? I need you. Alright, let's see what this commando can do for damage. Oh my god, there's two of them? Oh no, that guy's on my team. Nice. Come on, get in there. He's like having a sentinel, he's just got so much health. He's so much better than my others. It's amazing. Strong boy. He was a great upgrade. Nice. I don't know if I would have noticed that I got him if you didn't point out that you can collect them. Thanks, Prince. Oh, mode. CP points. Potent chip. Is potent chip the right one for him? Orion. Potent chip is right. What do I think of Chocobo Galena? I don't think she's annoying. I think she fits the game well, and she's just kind of like... She's some personality. Like, what else could she be? She's this random person selling you stuff, showing up everywhere. It kind of makes sense the way they went with her. I guess she could have went with somebody less obnoxious and campy, but... I mean, she is what she is. I think she fits well. Maybe all these need to be lined up. Wrong. Wrong. Yeah, I guess they could have had somebody, I don't know, that fits. That fit what? That was more like, more grounded and would give you more information about stuff, but they're just kind of like a wacky person there to sell you stuff. They're not really a part of the action, you know, so it's kind of fine to make them campy weirdos. And it's a big payoff when Lightning finally has to deal with her. You know? Fly. Platinum. Oh, crap. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is what I was supposed to do. Line these all up. Right? Okay. So far, so good. And there's numbers on these too. 3, 4. What's the other one? Oh, it's a Flannery. Could come in handy later. Oh yeah. I like that this commando starts off. Oh, it's a bunch of luminous pumas. Maybe we should kill the Flannery first. But we're so close to killing the Panther. Didn't I obtain one before? I might have. I think so. You have a good memory. Take out the Flannery. Whoa. Pretty strong. Luminous Puma. It is a very luminous Puma. I think it looks more like a wolf than a cat. Could be right. Nah, I see the Puma. Roar. Rush. Now you're dead. I forgot the name of the upgrade chip for what's his name? My Commando. Oh well. What's that? 4, 3, 5 maybe? 5, 3, 4. Augusta 300. Man. Get away from me. Yes. They do hair pretty well in this game. Why can't they do hair well in the wrestling games? It always looks terrible.
You think we fixed the elevator?
Yeah, I think so. In the decade following the commencement of the Proto-Fal'C project, a conflict arose in the Academy between the AI construct and its human creators. The construct insisted that the Proto-Fal'C be imbued with the full powers of the Fal'C. But the scientists countered with the argument that the more dangerous combat functions were necessary. No compromise forthcoming, the project faced termination. 13AF, the project director, Hope Estein, was assassinated, and the debate died with him. The Proto-Fal'Cie was eventually created with a fully functional ability to change humans into Lysair Seif.
The old cocoon fell from the sky because the Fal'Cie who powered it was gone. Then the Proto-Fal'Cie was created in its place to make Cocoon float again.
Boy.
At least that.
Alright. Orion. He's getting the whack. God, I love that Orion pet we have. Pretty cool. Nice. The Proto-Fal'Cie from the future hacked into the past tower and took control of it in order to create itself. It is a paradox. That actually makes sense.
That's when everything went wrong.
That actually makes sense. Man. Oh, nice. It's just the one. Yeah. 400s. What are the commandos doing? 1,000. I love when you have the 3 commandos and you get a triple commando boost. It's pretty cool. That actually makes a lot of sense. I find some of the most interesting stuff in the game, they don't explain. And if I don't hear it from you, I'm not going to get it. Personally. There you go. Rotate the room. Boop. Boop. Whoa, did his hair just blow across his face from the momentum of the room swinging? Oh, crap. Huh? Proto-Fal'Cie from the future went to the past to control them, to create itself. So, this game, its time travel is actually addressing the problems of time travel. Which is pretty cool. Pretty smart. It's got a lot of ATV. Hit, 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 hit. Crap. Maybe we should just attack the Gladiator. Oh, it's 2 of them. Jesus. I can heal too. It's funny that more villains in games, more enemies in games, don't get the same advantages of healing like you do. You know? Maybe something you get to do. Strange. Your favorite story along all platforms of media. That's... wow. Let's kill the flames. So we need to be hitting. Yeah. Well, this is quite the team they've got here, these 3. Doable here. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. I'd say my favorite story... I mean, I love Star Wars for their movies. I mean, for me, there's like the story, and then there's how it's told, right? Most Yakuza games have the same story. But I like how it's told in Zero the best. The line-to-line dialogue. I think the story of Star Wars is a pretty good one. There's a lot you can... Well, you can make one good trilogy with it, apparently.
I'm feeling great.
I'm trying to think of... The Last of Us story was really nice. It's not a super original story, again. We've seen it in zombie movies before. It's similar to, like, Children of Men. The line-to-line writing is nice. If you want to fight a boss that can heal, there's a boss called Poo Poo in the Coliseum. Firewatch, I really like the story. I wouldn't say it's my favorite across all types of media, though. Oh, what a waste of time that was. I need to rotate this thing all the way back. I'm gonna be fighting these jerks the whole time. Oh my god. Oh crap. Gross. Oh, these guys look very disco-ish. Disco-tron balls. Wow, they go down pretty fast. Birdie! Alright. I don't want to let the cat in, because I'm just gonna think she can always get in here. What if I'm not down here? She's gonna be trying to get in. She's gotta go to the door. Gotta go to the main door. Boom. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Nice. Only one rotation to get me back. Run, run, run. No. Kill the Flanders. Yeah, you're forced into way more fights than this one. The Flanders staggered. There we go. Really interesting unintended story that is told now is that people like you that stream up because how you change for time. If it's recorded, you can watch it back. That's true. I mean, when you look back at how I was in the first time I streamed this game, I was just so excited that people were joining the stream and it was growing all the time. I think I was probably less genuine then. I was happy and positive, but I think I was a bit less. I was a little less genuine, being overly nice. I think. I feel like I'm more natural than who I am now, or whatever I am when I'm on this. I don't understand. Oh my god, I can't listen to this song anymore. It's too distracting. Way to go, Noel. You did it. Yeah. I mean, we're documenting so much of ourselves in these streams. And it is a story. You know what I did one time was I went through... We used to do this podcast called the Game Think Talk Show. There's probably like... I don't know. There's a bunch of... I used to do one a week. Where I talked about game issues. And the odd review and stuff. And I used to start off the episode... the same every time. You know, I'd go like, Welcome to the blah blah blah. I have a little spiel. I'd say, welcome everybody to the Game Talk Show. Sponsored as always by 90skid.com. And I'd advertise what they were selling. Because Lachlan used to sell games and stuff on his website. And then it became a news site. A review site. But so I go through and just hear the welcome part. Like different energy level and different mic sounds and stuff is also different. I just find that pretty interesting. Raise him. God, that guy is so powerful. Kill. Wackiness. Oof. I might have removed a lot of those episodes from the channel though, because I didn't think that they're representative of what we were doing now. And I honestly didn't think they were very good. I thought they were good at the time. But I'm not too impressed with them now. Even when I look back at some of the streams I do now, it's not something I'd want to listen to. Sometimes I think it's funny. Sometimes the things I think are bad are actually more entertaining than they are. Sometimes the things I think are really good, I listen back and I don't like at all.
This is great. The artificial intelligence that killed Hope and his team now seems hell-bent on killing us.
So you don't think the Proto-Fal'Cie and the other AI are being controlled by Caius?
No, I don't. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Kupo? This is just like a murder mystery. Let's start the investigation. First off, we question the lead witness and search the scene for clues. Then we narrow down the suspects and dismantle their perfect alibis.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I think we're getting off track.
Kupo?
I love Goofy Sarah. Boom, 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 ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, boom. Go,
We're
go,
almost at the
go,
top floor.
go, go.
I bet that's where Caius is.
Caius is always on the top floor. He's such a top floor jerk.
Come on, Mom.
Oof. Did he get the other one? Could he get two? The funny answers are the canon of her. You're awesome. They do those pretty well. Holy crap. What are these punks? Weak to the fire! That's a little bit. Yeah, they do a pretty good job of, like, they have her act a little different. Like her face, the facials and the body language are done so well. And then you'll also have the little Koopa guy getting worried that she's losing her mind or she is getting off track. Pretty good job with that. And it's just like a fun little diversion. It's kind of the perfect little thing to deal with on your second playthrough, you know? Just have her be a bit silly. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let me be weird. Fire! Yell when you want to move on. What could that mean? I'm gonna get stuck somewhere and I'm gonna need your help, maybe? Yeah. Huh? Okay. Uh-oh, my internet is crapping out. Bunch of kids just came in upstairs. I wonder if they're probably all of their smartphones. Well, came back. find out what it means. Leave me alone, Flanneter. Flanneter the janitor. Okay. You need to get to the other side, do you? Okay. I see what we need to do. Where's the control for this one? Is it inside here? Oh, Jesus Lord! Kill! Oof. The internet's going crazy. Every time to stop now. My urine has been built up. Yeah, I think it's time to stop. It's late in the day. But I had a great time, Prince. Thanks for all your help and the company. I'm off. My internet's going wacko. It's at like 0, 2,000, 4,000. It's all over the place. Like these kitties are on there. But it's, yeah, it's 3 o'clock here.